Alright, let's talk a bit fast about races. So if you got any questions, leave it down in the comment section and I will try to reply to that as fast as I can. Okay, let's get started. Maybe you're making your first character, or you're creating an alt, or you're an experienced player that you want to get some more knowledge into your backpack, maybe. Anything. Alright, so this is an introduction video about races, so we will return to this. That's gonna give you more knowledge about this, but we are taking it easy now, not making it too advanced. So I would say human for alliance, best race, and I would say orc for horde. And if you're playing a class that is paladin or druid, play tauren. There you go, simple as that. Don't make it more complicated. Why these are the best is because they are passive, have a really strong passive racial abilities, which you don't have to actively press or think about or anything. It's just there, and it's one of the strongest, and it's been historically one of the best races throughout 14, 20 years the game has been on. So yeah, there we go. In the future, I will cover a bit more about when you can switch race to give a little bit more edge in certain situation. But I have also, to soothe your anxiety, I've seen so many players throughout the year getting gladiator on Vulpera. You can get a gladiator on a Blood Elf Shek. You can get a gladiator on a Worgen. Like race does not matter that much until you get really high end in the ladder, right? Your gameplay will be what matters now. So then there you go. When your gameplay is extraordinary, you are more advanced. Then we cover that. I will probably return to it in the future as well when the video goes more advanced, etc. Okay, there we go. I think I covered that. So I can also, to give you a little bit extra today, I'm going to give you a bit of knowledge about the racial abilities, why we want it. I said already, it's best general, it's passive, can't be better. So there you go. But also I'm gonna give why it, and what it does, and so you know why you're taking it. So humans, they are getting a breakout of stun effect, which means that when you press your racial ability, you are can get out from the stun, right? So if you get stunned, you can get out from it. And also you get this passive racial trait, which increases your character power. So the more secondary stat you have, the more it increases, right? Which also means that, to give you some more knowledge, early season, start of an expansion, historically the secondary stats on the characters has been very low, which means that humans tends to grow in power as the longer season goes on and the later in the expansion, if that makes sense. Because the power of the characters, the secondary stats scales up. Okay, there you go, then you know. So that doesn't sound bad, right? You get more power, and that's what you want. And that include haste, crit, mastery, and versatility. It's all the stats, so you're not missing out on anything. There you go. That's why probably a lot of people playing Alliance. But there's one more thing. Orc. Of course, you're gonna have an enrage effect, which is gonna be in your spellbook general. You can macro that into one of your burst macros or whatever. It's gonna increase your damage when you press that enrage button that you will get with this race, right? So there you go. Also, you will be resistant to stun effects, which means that you will have CC reduction when you get stunned. So if someone is casting a stun on you, it won't be the same duration, which is really huge. So it's really big. That's why a lot of people play orc. And that's just a passive that's there. Bam. So yeah, who doesn't not like to be less in a stun? I won't. I wished I had that on all my characters, but sadly I don't. But yeah, then we got that covered. And then also Tauren. We take this because we can't take orc, right? Because you're playing a paladin for some reason, or a druid, right? So that's with that. But with Tauren, to relieve some more anxiety, you get a nice AoE stun, which could be good. If you're playing druid, for an example, you can use this stun, and then you can cycle them off, etc. There's some gameplay you can use it. but we don't need to go with that. And you also get increased stamina, and nature damage will be a less resistant, of course. So yeah, and also your critical strikes will get increased also. Well, it's small, so it's not like that huge, but there we go. If you have any question, like I said earlier, just put it down in the comment section, and I will try to answer that. And last thing, there's few races that is good depending on the situation, like I said. But that gets more advanced, and as I mentioned earlier, if you don't have extraordinary gameplay, it won't matter that much because you're already having to train on that gameplay first. There we go. Now I think I've answered everything. Let's jump into the next video, and thank you guys for watching this video, and see you guys later. Alright, peace.